We move away from the French Grand Prix at Le Mans Bugatti circuit and over to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in Spain. It's round 8 of the 2024 championship, and who knows what is going to happen. Welcome to where we have Aleix Espargaro on pole after winning the Tissot Sprint. Hello everybody and welcome to race day here for the Catalan Grand Prix, live on JB Motorsports 2 and uploaded onto JB Motorsports later on as well. This is the big one then, 24 laps ahead of us, 25 of course, one counting is the parade lap to the grid, but everybody knows the tension of what we could see here today, because could we see Aleix Espargaro take another Catalan Grand Prix win, another home win? Now remember last year, he started on pole position, Pecco Bagnaia got ahead of him into turn 1, then Bagnaia had a crash, the red flag came out due to a pile-up as well at the first corner. Aleix took the restart, smoothly controlled it and won again. He won the Catalan sprint race last year, he won here again. Can he do the sprint? Yes. Can he do the race? That's another question. So we're going to wait and see what we're going to have as well. There's your starting grid alongside us, exactly the same as what we saw yesterday as well in the Tissot Sprint. And I'm looking at the eyes of Pietro Acosta right now up here in the commentary box. He very much is a man on a mission. Let's go down to the grid though and catch up with Natalie. Natalie, she's got someone.
What are you expecting from this one?
I really hope to have a good control, even from far on the grid, from half race to the end. Get this control that I like to play with, and finish in the points to keep going in this championship.
Thank you, Zoran. Johan Zarco there. Let's find out then about this tyre situation and whether there's any bluffing going on. Michael's got more.
Well, Susie, there's always a bit of bluffing going on in MotoGP, trying to lead someone astray, give them a little bit of duff information. We did think it was going to be unanimous in terms of tyre choice. Everyone looked like the medium was working. We know tyre consumption is such an issue from the rear, but everyone has opted for the medium front. That's the safe option. Temperature has increased, but it's been so cool over the weekend, no one really got to try the hard front. So medium front's a safe option. It'll go the distance, but as we've seen in Moto2, the fronts take a lot of abuse. I think the race will be decided today by the rear tyre consumption though. We talk about the low grip nature here, you get a lot of wheel spin. So you think wheel spin is you're degrading your tyre. If Marc Marquez does what the rumour mill is saying on the grid here and goes for the soft option, weirdly you can actually make that manage over distance quite well, because you don't get as much wheel spin. So you have to temper your aggression with the throttle around those long hanging corners, and Marc's very good at that. He used to do it on Honda. He would take a little gamble, throw a curveball into the mix. It sounds like teammate Alex might do something similar, and if he can make it work today from 14th on the grid, it could be a massive surprise.
Thank you very much. 3 minutes to go then until we get underway for this one. And anybody has got an idea of what could happen, please do write it to us, because this is the great unknown. That's one thing we love about MotoGP, is everyone starts filing off on the circuit as well. Aleix Espargaro, pole position. Pecco Bagnaia lines up in second. Raul Fernandez starts in third as well. There really is a tension in the air as to what we are going to witness here today. How much are you going to have to push into that first corner? How much are you going to have to attack? It's all about to be decided. It's medium front and rear for Aleix Espargaro, Pecco Bagnaia and Raul Fernandez getting another option. Enjoy it. Here it comes. It's the Catalan Grand Prix. we go then. It's time for the Catalan Grand Prix of MotoGP in 2024. All eyes on who can improve, who's got the best bike down towards the fearsome first corner. 871 metres down to that braking zone as well. Aleix Espargaro's on pole position. Bagnaia and Raul Fernandez have the front row. Row 2 sees Binder, Acosta and Di Giannantonio. Row 3, Martin, Rins and Miller. Row 4, Morbidelli, Bastianini and Vinales. Row 5, Alex Marquez, Marc Marquez and Oliveira. Row 6, Bezzecchi, Quartararo, Zarco. Row 7, Augusto Fernandez, Nakagami and Mia. Row 8, Marini and Stefan Bradl takes us down to the 23. The engines rev and away we go on the formation lap here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia as well. Some new facilities, a new pit complex as well. Track temperature still through the roof as well. Everything's still waiting to see what we're going to have. It is a fearsome atmosphere here and I can't wait to get started. Martin leads the championship as well, 135 points. Marc Marquez is on 98 points. Bastianini 94. Bagnaia is on 91. Moving further down as well, Vinales has 83 as well. Acosta has 80. Binder 67. Aleix Espargaro 63. Di Giannantonio 51. Bezzecchi 37. Alex Marquez 33. Miller 27. Quartararo 25. Oliveira 23. Raul Fernandez 18. 15 for Morbidelli. 13 for Augusto Fernandez. 12 for Mia. 9 for Zarco. 7 for Rins and Pedrosa. And 6 for Nakagami as well. They are the 22 who have scored points in this season so far. Starting from pole position though, Aleix Espargaro, what is he going to feel down towards that first corner? By the way, if you're wondering why it's waistcoat and white shirt, it's because as soon as this is over, I'm off to the Monaco Grand Prix to start that show as well. There goes the timing tower. Don't do that during the race. It did it yesterday, if you remember, here as well. Raul Fernandez, his first ever MotoGP front row start. A reminder as well, he had that front row start at a time in the sprint yesterday and ended up dropping back and crashing out from the lead of the race. So did Pecco Bagnaia. 176,684 people across the weekend here. 16% increase on 2023 as they come out of the last corner of New Holland and take their grid positions on the track. So I saw someone diving into the pit lane there. Marc Marquez takes up his position. He lines up down in 14th. Similar, of course, where he started at the French Grand Prix. He ended up on the podium in both races. Yesterday in the sprint, he ended up in P2. What are we going to see here today? The Catalan Grand Prix has always had drama at the start in the last 2 seasons. Are we going to see something similar here today? It's all eyes to the 5 red lights. The Catalan Grand Prix of 2024 has 5 red lights. And pull the throttle back, we're racing in Catalonia. Great start from Bagnaia, great start from Aleix Espargaro. Coming up as well is Johan Zarco from the middle of the track. Marc Marquez going left. Di Giannantonio's under attack as well. Down towards turn 1, it's going to be Pedro Acosta's in the middle. Late on the brakes as well, coming through. Off as well goes Alex Rins onto the long lap loop. Bagnaia leads. This time though, he's not going to flip up the exit of turn 2 like he did 7 months ago. Everyone getting through, and Acosta up into second position. It's a carbon copy of what happened in yesterday's start as we head up to Repsol for the first time. Are we going to see an opportunity for Acosta to dive bomb the inside line? He thinks about it. Bagnaia shuts the door, and Binder still in third position. Crash at the back. I think it's Augusto. No, Zarco's gone down. Augusto Fernandez has taken off a position as well. They've dropped further back. There's people running around, so whether or not that's a crash, I don't know. Tumbling down the order is Johan Zarco down into 20th position. Haven't seen anything on the monitor so far. Raul passes Bastianini. Zarco has dropped down to 20th. Hasn't gone past Mia though, or anybody else, so we should be okay as they rise up towards Kamsa for the first time. Down towards turn 10. Acosta is so much on the back here as well. He's looking to have a go on Bagnaia down towards turn 10. Braking zone. No, Martin in that special Prima Pramac livery though is going to send it up the inside of Binder for third place and takes him at turn 10 through 11 into 12 as well. The double apex. Aleix trying to find its way back from 5th position as well. He's got Jack Miller coming up there as well. Acosta is not letting go of that Ducati as well. Through New Holland we go. The last corner on the track, and they are pulled a 0.6 of a second advantage already. And what a start for Marc Marquez as well, up into 10th position, and maybe a little bit more as he comes across the line. Still to P10, Alex passes Digi. And now the slipstream battle begins in towards the braking zone for turn number 1. Right, no jump start, says Race Control. Digi down 6, Vinales down 6, and that was Miller going wide at the first corner. Losing a position to Raul Fernandez as they swing back. Marini in 19th up 3. Zarco's lost a couple more places they come into it, so not completely done yet. And still, Pietro Acosta, he's finding that alternative, isn't he? He's trying to find the right line through as Zarco now drops to 23rd. So either he's coming into the pit lane or he's crashed out of the race. Either so, we'll get an information from the race control graphics soon. Nothing's flashed up. Acosta still closing in 4/10 at the moment at the end of lap 1. And up the inside, that's Marc Marquez. Not very successfully, trying to get ahead of Franco Morbidelli there. And Acosta in the wheel arches of Bagnaia at the exit of Kamsa. Down towards turn 10 on the braking zone. Go on, Acosta, late on the brakes. Can he do it? No, Bagnaia's got that one covered on entry. Double apex, remember. Acosta thinks about a look up the inside line. It'll become the switch back into 12. He thinks about the inside as well. Bagnaia is almost, you can feel him looking through the back of his visor as well to try and get a sense as to where they all are. Absolute insanity happening right now. They've got to be so careful as to not make a mistake, take each other out of the race, and then cause further problems. With get the commentary tab open as well, but at least the timings are open. 1:40.094 for Acosta, 1:39.828 coming away for Martin in towards turn 1. They were 1 kilometre an hour different as Acosta gets a little bit of a lunge on the inside. He shakes a little bit of the bike under braking. There goes the timing tower. There it comes back again. So at least it's not that bad of a jump still. It's been having problems all weekend. So did Formula E actually this morning as well in their race at Shanghai. So actually, they're saying it's dual fastest laps for Acosta and Martin. 1:39 though, 0.828. So Martin definitely has the fastest lap according to the timing screen. Into Seat at turn 5, downhill braking. So this is where we saw Ralph crash yesterday. We saw an accident for Bagnaia in the sprint race as well. But and side by side, Marc Marquez getting ahead, and a nice move on both Alex Marquez and Enea Bastianini. Up into 9th position then goes Marc, getting the advantage through as they need to. And there goes Pedro Acosta at turn 10. Acosta takes the lead at the Catalan Grand Prix, but Bagnaia fights back and almost takes him off the track. Oh, what brilliant racing. There's a yellow flag. Someone's down the deck. Is that Franco Morbidelli? No, it's Jack Miller. Jack Miller has crashed out on the Catalan Grand Prix down at turn 10. Well, there's a story for you as well about whether or not he'll be kept with that team. So the top 3 battling together as they come across the line. Ryder okay, I'm being told. I saw him with a hand up though, so hopefully he is okay. And look at this. Martin's come out of nowhere in the braking zone, but he backs out of it massively early as well. But Bagnaia and Acosta last off the late breakers into that first corner. They do not want to miss a second. And this is bringing Aleix back into the battle. And touch and go for Raul Fernandez, actually. Whether or not he's there, yellow flag still out sector 3 and 4. I hope Jack's okay. It was a bit of a nasty knockdown. It's not nice to do turn 10 either. Acosta, so there's no, and green flags are out, so that's good news. Acosta still looking through on the inside line, down at turn 5 now at Seat. Can't get that manoeuvre done. He's trying to go up and over as well and just rise over the crest. Kamsa is a good exit point if you carry enough speed to get the run down to turn 10. He's going to know that though. Miller's, yeah, he's been cleared and he's rider okay, I'm being told, on the race control chat here, so that's okay. 3 wide into the braking zone. Martin's going to go for a move here on Pedro Acosta at turn 10. This time he makes it stick. Acosta down into 3rd place then. 1-2 in the title then. Are going to fight 1-2 in the race. Oh, big twitch from Acosta. Getting caught in the aero wash of Martin's bike there. Superior tyre techniques as well coming through. Take over. Megan's taking over.
So, I continue not missing a single one of these. At least there's that in this equation. Oh, and it's not going crazy today. That's good. 20 laps to go. Magnaya is in the lead. That's a pleasant surprise. Then again, I haven't really seen much of this weekend, so it's probably not a surprise to you lot. Right. Currently we're looking at the battle for 5th between Espargaro and Ralph Fernandez. Ralph Fernandez is in a battle for 5th. Wow, he's doing well this weekend. Acosta is currently in 3rd place. Currently, there's a battle going on for 9th. Bastianini just passed his Alex Marquez further down the field. Zarco passed his... Who is that? Yeah, it's Bradle. Thought it was. Right. A little bit on at the curbs there. That was... Don't know what's happening here on this timing screen right here. I'm gonna go with it. Right. Oh, and Martin has just taken away 1st place from Bagnaia. Bagnaia's down into 2nd. That was, I believe, a move from the inside. I'm not sure. I was looking at the time screen because it decided to go haywire, just as I say that. And again, hopefully Josh can fix that quickly. I think he probably should have taken my phone. And it keeps popping up with Miller crashed out, even though he's already crashed out. Okay, that's... Right, so currently the top 5 are... Oh, Fernandez got into 5th. Currently, the top 5 are: 1st is Martin, 2nd is Bagnaia, 3rd is Acosta, 4th is Binder, and 5th is Ralph Fernandez. And it's... Please let Joshua come back in a minute. Please. Right, so, from... If we're looking at where Marc Marquez is right now, there's a 3.1 second gap between him and Martin. Right now... Oh... I believe that's Joshua coming back in the box. He's going to be annoyed. Martin. I feel I'm not talking well enough. Right, the gap has increased from Marquez to the lead up to 3.2. Can't get an accurate thing when it's going on and on. Right, who's that dropping? Augusto Fernandez. Yellow sector 3 and 4. That's Augusto Fernandez. Dropped it. Round what corner? Hold on. He's okay. Turn 10, yeah. Turn 10, dropped it round turn 10. Can we get a replay of that, please? So, sectors 3 and 4 under yellow flag currently. Can we get a replay of that, or is it going to just turn up 5 minutes later? Because it sometimes does that. Right. Yellow is still out, so I'm guessing into the gravel. And it's... I don't know, I don't actually know what's happening. Yeah, why aren't we getting a replay? Yellow is still out at the minute. I couldn't completely hear that though, but yellow has just gone in for the crash. So I'm guessing they must have got the bike off now. So I'm guessing maybe a high side into the gravel. I'm not sure because we haven't got the replay yet. I would love to see the replay though. Rider is okay though. Apparently there was too much going on at the front to show the replay. Well, there's not much going on at the front anymore. And I say that, yes, with there only being a 6/10 gap between Acosta and Bagnaia, Acosta's got into 2nd. I am missing way too much of this. Why is Bagnaia slowly falling? There is a 700th gap between Martin and Acosta right now. Could this be Acosta's first win? Yeah, if he keeps his tyres, he might be able to win this. And going out again. Gap. Yep, Aleix is going back up the orders. Just got past Raul Fernandez. And Martin has been taken away the fastest that time and given it to Pedro Acosta, who is now on a 2/10 gap between him and Martin, with the fastest that time of a 1:39.664, and I have no clue what's going on right now since I am meant to be in the box, so I'm guessing there's still issues with it, which is honestly not good, but I'm not there. Right, Acosta is creeping closer and closer, now a 3/10 gap. I know that's further away, but they are going around a corner, so basically take away like 2/10, and that's basically it. 17 laps to go, and I'm pretty sure I've been covering the same amount of time Joshua was. Right. The gap between Acosta and Bagnaia has increased to almost a second. So I'm guessing that is Bagnaia losing time. The gap now increased to a second, and the gap between Martin and Acosta is now 1/10. What?
So, 16 laps to go in this one. Thanks, Megan. Sorry about that, everyone. We lost action in the main commentary box, but now we're back now. Martin leads, Acosta second, Bagnaia and Binder still fighting out. But look at this from Acosta, trying to win his very first Grand Prix. Martin trying to do what he did unsuccessfully yesterday and get it back. That's funny. I heard the team. I heard the commentary in the background. Did you? Yeah, I'm hearing the commentary for the first time this weekend. I don't know why.
Terrible weekend.
There we go. The bus mixer was wrong. So here we go then. So 16 laps to go then. Martin leads from Acosta, Bagnaia, Binder, Aleix, Raul, Morbidelli, Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, Bastianini. That's your top 10 at the moment as they come into it. Yeah, hello everyone. Sorry I was running around so crazy on that one. The main box went blue, so we didn't have any TV pictures, but they've sorted it. I've sorted it now, thankfully. So can Martin hold on? It's lap 9 of 24. There's a long way to go in this race, and remember, the rubber tyres on these, they degrade incredibly quickly, so we have to save them throughout the entirety of the race, and one mistake and you're out the running. Look at what's happened to Bagnaia again, dropped a second back across it. Aleix Espargaro and Binder still having a bit of a run around as well as they come into it. And again, I'm just yeah, what Martin sees behind him when he looks behind. Yeah, we've opened up that battle camera now on the TV monitor, thankfully, so we can actually see what's happening. Can Acosta get ahead? Is he ever? Oh, and there goes the timing monitors. Oh, they're back again. Well, at least they're being honest and they're not just going wibbly for their sake of it as well. Acosta's getting awfully close as well. Try and look through on the inside line. Nothing there. Just being so gentle as well with the throttle. So this is going to be another give and tow throughout this one. They're not going to... Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened? Binder's passed Aleix Espargaro. So Binder's passed Aleix. Coming into the braking zone. There we go. Binder at Kamsa. Round the outside. Lovely move there. Aleix can do nothing about it, unfortunately. Completely vulnerable into the braking zone. Acosta still looking through on the inside line. Everyone rising it just gently as well. Oh, there's a bit of speck of dust there as well. Now, if this is normal MotoGP, which sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, what we'd expect to see would be Martin to crash out of the race. If you joined us yesterday, 3 times the leader fell out from the front. And there go the timing towers, and there they come back again. And Augusto Fernandez crashed right okay. I take it that's what I missed when I was away. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, that confirmed that green screen up there. And Aleix gets back ahead of Brad Binder into the braking zone for turn number 1. 14 to go. And it's turning into quite a stereotypical Catalan Grand Prix now, unfortunately. Oh, up the inside. That's Raul Fernandez on the track house, forcing Binder wide at turn 3. Lovely bit of racing there for the man who started 3rd on the grid. He's back up to 5th now. Bagnaia still holding on for 3rd position, but the gap is a 2nd back. And yeah, there's Martin leading with Acosta in 2nd. Come on, Pietro. It should have been the Spanish Grand Prix, your first win. Can you do it 2 rounds later in round 6 here at Catalonia? It's incredibly early because MotoGP has taken Formula 1's date, and Formula 1 have taken MotoGP's date in late June for the racing. So that's why Catalonia is earlier than expected. This will become the Catalan Grand Prix, the main attraction for this. Oh, no! Pedro Acosta crashes out of the Catalan Grand Prix at turn 10. And he was riding so perfect, and until that moment he's going to get caught in the wash of Martin. The front's going to buckle an entry, and down he goes. Oh, you can't believe it. You really can't. He's got going again, but he's in 19th place, and now Martin leads by a country mile to Bagnaia. Gap 1.2 seconds. And any hope of him winning his first Grand Prix goes out. Would have done what he did in France in Moto2 last year. Crash in the race and in France, win the race in the next one. Oh, Acosta. That one hurts. It does. He's an alien. He's a new alien coming into MotoGP. And it's just taking him too long a time to get used to the series. But we see the best crashing as well. Mark crashed. Bagnaia crashed. The front is so easy to buckle these days, and especially at this circuit where you're constantly downhill braking. As soon as you ride off the throttle it goes. Mark is through. So that's Marc Marquez making his way up into 5th position, passing Brad Binder. 13 laps to go. The Marc Marquez fans applauding that one as they come to. As the action continues to smooth up here. They've just got to take it with caution now, this remainder of this race. As I said, we're halfway. The tyres start to get a little bit chewed up here as well. It's where we start seeing the main issues. So don't make mistakes. I wonder if Martin's going to buckle under the pressure, though. We've seen him do that so far this year, haven't we? Several times. Gas Pole Pecco as well. Yeah, as Ian Birch behind the green screen there saying it's keeping heat in the left-hand side of the tyre at this circuit. That is the main problem because it's mainly a right-hand circuit, so the left gets colder quicker. As the green screen has a little bit of a jump. There we go. And there goes the timing tower. And here comes back the timing tower now. Yeah, rider okay, thankfully, on the monitor. Let's just check in with the guys doing the Monaco Grand Prix on the main channel. Make sure they're all okay. Looks like they are. So yeah, with the Monaco Grand Prix live on JB Motorsports 1. Their pre-show's live now, and we'll be straight there after this. Quick off for MotoGP. This is a replay down at turn 10. What do we oh, that's Acosta dropping out, yeah. From the drone camera. Watch the front. So as soon as he turns in, he'll get the apex, but then he gets caught in the wash of Martin coming up. And, yeah, this unsettles the aero. This is why we don't need aeros at the front. Philip Lindman as well, yeah. Everyone is enjoying the action right now on, it seems, Sky Sports. Timer screens go and come back again. How long to go? 12 laps. Long lap penalty for Enea Bastianini has been given due to a shortcut at turn 2. So that's going to be Bastianini then getting served, and that's going to destroy the rest of his race. He was in P9, so he's still inside the points. He might drop to 13th if he's lucky. Bagnaia moved within inside a second now, actually, as well. Go Pecco, everyone's saying. That's Pecco Bagnaia. Marc Marquez 93, everyone enjoying them there. Oh, it's starting to rain here in the UK. As they attack back through. 11 laps remain. And here's a replay. This is Bastianini at turn 2. Oh, he's going to get forced off by Alex Marquez. I don't think that's a shortcut. He had nowhere to go, and he complied with the rules by going on the long lap loop. That's very harsh from Freddie Spencer and the MotoGP stewards, but then again, there's one thing we've learned over the past 5 seasons, is that Freddie Spencer's take to stewarding in MotoGP is about as good as, oh, I know, gambling your entire life fortune on a game of blackjack. It never, ever comes up on 21. And he just throws things at a board and sees what sticks. Riders are fed up of it. Teams are fed up with it. The rules are so inconsistent. And Freddie Spencer, Cal Crutchlow literally said at one point that Freddie Spencer, that if he ever saw him again, he'd punch him. That was back at when Cal said to have jumped the start back at Cota a couple of years ago. Oh, huge twitch for Maverick Vinales following Quartararo. Almost thought he was going to come off the bike. That's the exit of turn 5 at Seat and down towards 6 and 7. So just finding the limits here. 10 laps to go then here at Catalunya. Martin leads the championship now by 49 points in the standings. Try not to cry. Martin, no good in the races, superb in the sprints. That's how he's going. If the sprint racing wasn't a thing, the championship would be a hell of a lot closer than it is. As Bastianini tries to get through an Alex Marquez and goes for another shortcut at turn 2. Go by Freddie Spencer, that'll be another penalty coming his way for a shortcut at turn 2. Another long lap penalty will be derived. I'm getting interference, like a dial-up internet system. That indicates I'm either getting a text message or I'm getting a phone call. Interference signal that comes through. Nothing's flashed up on the monitor so far. Martin is slower on all laps by fractions. Apart from lap 13, when Bagnaia was ahead by a 10th and a half. Okay, so it's not over yet. Bagnaia could still get this one if he can just stay consistent. Martin, though, that lovely prima... Oh, he nearly dropped it there. His foot came off the peg. Oh, Martin, he knew it as well. He's got to be so careful, otherwise he's going to throw it away. He'll leave here championship leading no matter what, but Bagnaia is going to be hoping he throws it away because Bagnaia's lost out on so many points. Crashed in the last 3 sprint races. Doesn't want to do that again. Martin leads 8/10 of a second at the 7/10 of a second at the line to Bagnaia now. So it is changing frequency once more. Marc Marquez 2.5 tenths back now to Raul into turn 1. Now the Grand Prix starts to take what is a normal Catalan route where it just all goes silent. But you'll be sure it's the waiting game. The middle half of this Grand Prix always is. Gets so exciting towards the end though because everything just goes bang right at the end. And you get this unusual atmosphere shake-up where it comes in as well. I'm turning that over there because it's... IndyCar says cars won't roll out of pit lane at 9 AM as scheduled. So, the Indy 500 already looks like we're going to have some rain delays if you're joining us in a couple of hours' time for that one on the main channel. So the Indy 500 looks like we're going to be a long delay period for that. But don't worry, we've got a pre-show. And Grid have said that we can borrow their pre-show as well, which is about an hour. So we'll be fine. For time and action, reviewing some other things as well. Martin and Bagnaia now in the same camera frame from the helicopter cam that we finally actually get to see on board, which is nice because that helicopter camera is available all throughout the race. It follows the leaders so that we can always know where they are. And it's a good battle for deciding who's side by side. Then the track side cameras we get now. Speaking of which, there's Ralph Fernandez in the track house being caught down by Marc Marquez into the New Holland, the last corner. Marc's trying to regain a podium place here as well to see Marc, if he gets qualifying sorted out, Marc is going to win a race, and I bet you will be the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring in July. Same day. Oh, and Martin nearly went off the track there as well. At turn 1 and 2, just drifted it wide. Bagnaya's closed in now to half a second with that small mistake as Enea Bastianini sends it up the inside of Fabio Di Gianantonio for 9th place. Track limits warning has been given for Enea Bastianini as a reminder. So it is fingers crossed at the moment. Timing towers come and go again. That's twice in 30 seconds that they've glitched. There we go, back they are. 8 to go. Everything's silenced now on the side of the track. Let's turn the mics off. There we go. Just all a bit quiet from my side. Aleix Spargo in 3rd position, holding off. Failed to comply with the long lap penalty. It's now a double long lap penalty for Enea Bastianini. So the team must have protested. Bastianini's ignored it, and now he's got to do it twice. So that's Bastianini's race done. And if he ignores that, it's a black flag. So Ducati and the FIM as well, along with Bastianini, are fighting that one hard. Meantime, the race leaders closing in. Martin and Bagnaia into the last corners. Just keeping it calm. Back on the power at the exit. Right, now we've got the race on that we wanted with 7 laps to go. Gap at the line is 0.3 of a second. Martin versus Bagnaia for the first time in 2024 is what we've been waiting for. As Marc Marquez makes a move on the inside line and gets ahead of Ralph Fernandez in towards the first corner. The track house didn't stand a chance there, unfortunately. This is better. 16.333 in that first sector for Bagnaia, improving dramatically. Gap is still 3.5 tenths. Aleix is 7 seconds back in this battle right now with himself, Marc Marquez and Ralph Fernandez. Here's the leaders again. Prima Pramac have signed a new extension deal until the end of 2030. So this is their anniversary edition to celebrate it as well. The new livery, that's a one-off this weekend. Paint scheme, you might have seen the paint, the homemade paint artists in the garages. We talked about them in practice earlier on in the weekend, if you were with us for that. Similar to what's happening now. And Bagnaia is closing Martin in. I'm expecting one of them to drop it. It's just standard what we've seen in MotoGP so far. Has Crash.com just not done that? Yeah, oh, hello a minute. There's a crash. Sector 3 and 4. That's turn 10. Morbidelli from P6 is out. Franco Morbidelli has crashed out of the Catalan Grand Prix at turn 10. And Bagnaia is closer than ever on the run down towards turn number 1. He's in the slipstream of that Ducati. The Prima Pramac Ducati, of course. It's still a 24 bike. They have the factory lead. Just who's going to blink first? It's so alarming as well. The yellow flag's still out. We still haven't seen actually why that accident occurred. Ah, here we go. We've got the blog with 6 to go. Well, that took time, didn't it? And they're 3 laps behind. Yeah, that kind of makes up for it, doesn't it? And on the inside, there we go. Bagnaia's found a way through at turn 5. Bagnaia up the inside, gets the lead of the race away from Jorge Martin. He was shaping that one up through turn 4. Lunges down at 5. He caught Martin by surprise, caught me by surprise as well, actually, how quickly that came up about. And Pecco Bagnaia takes the lead of the Catalan Grand Prix. And now has Martin saved enough tyre temperature in order to keep up with him? Gap is already at 2.5 tenths of a second. The fight is on then. Who's going to dance first? Sweeping in to turn 12. Bagnaia switching. Martin has saved the tyres, you can tell. There's Pecco Bagnaia's partner watching on, his sister there as well. Gigi Dall'Igna sat in the chair. Davide Tardozzi laughing about it. Either way, it's good news. Prima Pramac guys do not look happy. 5 to go, and a fight for the lead. Well, Marc Marquez is second in the championship, but he's not going to get any points at all here, so he's in 4th place. He might get a podium out of it. He's going to try on the inside of Aleix Spargo down towards turn number 1. Aleix covers him off. 38 thousandths he crossed the line though, so it wasn't actually that bad of a line. 8 seconds the gap. Marquez counted down 5 laps, so it's between Bagnaia and Martin for the race win here. Marquez going for 3rd. Aleix, though, wants a podium in his home race. He wants a nice caveat to what he got yesterday in the sprint of a victory. Timing towers again, glitched. And then they come back through. Oh, okay, there we go, they're back now. I was about to say Morbidelli crashed out, but it wasn't him. So apparently, it looks like we're going to have a delay to IndyCar by around about an hour. So instead of British summertime 5:45, the race time, it's going to start at 6:45, and then they're going to be chasing the rain for the rest of the evening. So we might do half the race today and half the race tomorrow. We've never had an Indy 500 that's been over 2 days. It's always been only done on 1 day. No matter if it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And of course, it used to be on Memorial Day itself. Now the race has been shifted to Memorial Day weekend. Marc is pushing here for 3rd. And he's... But 4 laps to go. Bagnaia's pulled out a 7/10 advantage at the front of the field to Martin. So there's not going to be too much there as well. Down the straight, though. Is Marc Marquez going to find something? He's going to look to the inside line, down to turn 1. Marc's got the superior drag on that Ducati. And Marc Marquez moves up into 3rd position here. And with Bagnaia leading, the championship now moves down to 39 points. Marc Marquez will be 41 points back. There's Marquez's partner. So it's all good so far for Marc. The 1, 2, 3 in the standings are 1, 2, 3 in the race. Bastianini as well. Hasn't taken that long lap penalty, by the way. So Bastianini is facing a black flag from this event. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. And he's just passed Oliveira as well for 9th place. So Bastianini is going to get a black flag for failing to follow the race director's instructions. Everyone loving Marc Marquez at the moment. So do we. An impressive race. An impressive weekend coming through. But now all eyes turn to the front. Can Bagnaia get through? This is Bagnaia making the move at turn 5. Landed up the inside. Nobody expected that manoeuvre. And it just came through pitch perfect. Fantastic. Pecco won't make the same mistake twice. He won't. Yeah, he led the sprint race yesterday, crashed out. He's not going to do that today. He's staying cool and calm. 3 laps to go. He's got Martin behind him, but Martin's staying 7/10 back. He's not changing any of the speeds. He's not doing anything differently. Pedro Acosta has been given a track limits warning as Aleix Spargo tries to fight back on Marc Marquez down to turn 1. Not going to pay off there. In fact, they both really run wide. Just made the apex. This race is turning into an amazing little psychological battle for the championship. May not be as close racing as Mia passes Nakagami, the 2 Hondas. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, there we go. Nakagami nearly dropped it into 1, and then he has to help a hand from Mia, who nearly takes them all down through turn 2. Nakagami there, literally getting by with a little help from his friends. 8/10 the gap between Bagnaia and Martin. Is Mia? I thought he was going to make a move at the inside there. This is down in 15th place. This is the last points paying position watch now. So Acosta's actually made his way up to 14th place. He'll still get points from this event. Rins, remember, went wide at the opening lap. He's down in 19th. 3 retirements. Morbidelli, Augusto Fernandez and Jack Miller. Hello everyone, what happened? Why is there a huge gap between position 2 and 3? Please someone tell me. Well, Acosta was chasing Martin. Martin was in the race. Acosta second, Bagnaia third. They were all running together. Aleix dropped back. Then Acosta fell. Bagnaia closed the gap. And then Bagnaia and Martin were pushing each other. While Aleix dropped back, Marquez couldn't get through until a few laps ago, so that's why there's a big gap. So just natural racing gaps with slower riders holding up the rest of the field. Penultimate lap is Alex Marquez, going to get through for Digi in 6th. Aleix still having a go at Marquez though for 3rd. Bagnaia's pulled the gap back now to a full 2nd. It's only going to be Bagnaia's 3rd win of the season in the opening 6 races. Yes, that's half the season, but it's going to mean that he's still not the championship leader because technically we've had 12 races because of the 6 sprints as well, counting for half points. It already feels like such a long season. It's one of the longest in MotoGP history. Wish that timing tower would sort itself out though. Keeps glitching like crazy. It's what, 4 times in the last second? Bagnaia leads by 1.2 seconds now to Martin. Yeah, Pecco is gone. He's checked out the front. Saved those medium front, medium rear. Marc Marquez is on medium front, soft rear. So I wonder if that's why he had better grip later in the race. The tyres was sinking into this hot asphalt circuit. Timing tower still glitching. It's a watch along. I can't show any video. I get in trouble for this enough. With Dorna. Imagine if I get in trouble showing the timing screen from Dorna. Imagine if I actually showed the video footage. My. Last lap then here for the Catalan Grand Prix. Pretty standard and entertaining at the start. The sprint race definitely better than the Grand Prix. But then again, that always is the case at these types of circuits. The Grand Prix once again shown us that Ducati have the dominating power for the long hauls. Martin's going to lead by 39 points in the championship. Marc Marquez and Aleix Espargaro proving that you can have a close race here. They are fighting for 3rd. 82 thousandths of a second, still closing it in. Is that timing screen going to behave for the last lap? Can Aleix spoil Marquez's day? And yeah, there we go. It's a black flag that I've just seen on my screen for Bastianini. Whether or not that's going to be after the race disqualification or not, but it's come up with a ride-through penalty for failing to comply with a long lap penalty, and then it's come up with black flag. So we'll see what that is going to be from the stewards. So Bastianini just completely ignored the penalty system here. I didn't think it was fair to begin with. I'm on Bastianini's side here, but you don't risk disqualification for an 8-second loss. He's P9 anyway. 2 seconds clear. They're into the final sector. Aleix is getting cheered on, but so is Marc Marquez. The 2 Spaniards here in Catalonia are going to try and fight it together. But once again here in Spain, Enea Bastianini lost out as well with that penalty. He's now been told that he will see the stewards after this session. Pecco Bagnaia rights the wrongs of 2023. Here in Spain, it's only one thing that's red, and that is the Ducati. The Italian job succeeds here. Pecco Bagnaia wins the Catalan Grand Prix. Martin 2nd. It's a drag race to the line for 3rd. Marquez in 3rd. A double podium after starting 14th for him in both the sprint and the feature. The flag is out for Aleix in 4th, Digi 5th, Rouse 6th, Alex Marquez 7th, Binder 8th, Bastianini takes 9th, Quartararo in 10th, Pedro Acosta gets the last in 14th, and Nakagami point in 15th, and Mir in 16th. 3rd win of the season for Pecco Bagnaia. Half of the races have been his, but he's still 39 points back in the World Championship. Martin picks up another 20 and dominates. But it's back to winning ways for Pecco Bagnaia. He's done the Spanish double, won the Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez, wins the Catalan Grand Prix here at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. Will he win in Aragon and will he win in Valencia later on in the season? Fantastic race. Gigi Dell'Igno congratulating the team. Davide Tardozzi was somewhere in there, but he's so small you can't see him when he gets lost in the crowd. Absolutely fantastic. There we go with Martin celebrating a 2nd place. So we're going to wrap up here with the race results and go off for Formula 1. Bagnaia, Martin, Marc Marquez, 1, 2, 3. Bastianini gets a 32-second penalty for failing to comply with a ride-through penalty. So he now drops to last place. Wow. 32 seconds, that puts him last overall. Insanity. So Bagnaia, Martin, Marc Marquez, Aleix Spargaro, Digi, Raul, Mark, Alex Marquez, Binder, Bastianini, Quartararo, the top 10. Mark is happy with that one. We all are. Thanks for your company here throughout the weekend for the Catalan Grand Prix. We are going to be back on JB Motorsports for the Italian Grand Prix in 7 days' time. So we'll be on the main channel. The link to that is in the video description as well. Thanks for the amazing viewership on the second channel as well for this weekend in live coverage. Martin leaves here with second place, but the championship lead. Aleix leaves here having announced his retirement and winning the sprint. And Bagnaia gets back to winning ways for the third time this season. Join us at the Italian Grand Prix in 7 days to find out as we go for the greatest race at Mugello. Bye-bye.